Hello. Hello, hello. It is Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. My days have been so smushed together and backwards and everything. So it's been a ride. Hello, Be Forgotten. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I feel like it has been a minute since I have seen you around. So it's nice to see you again. Alright, we're gonna depart for adventure. So I apologize for being late again. It bugs me a lot, but there's also a lot of things I cannot control. Or like I can control it, it just kind of sucks here right now. We'll just run our standard crew, all on hard. I mentioned island, so we're gonna go to Yoshi's Tropical Island. 50 turns, because yes. And here we are. Yoshi's Tropical Island. Ugh, excuse me. Sorry if I sound sniffly a lot. Sometimes my sinuses don't agree with me, and I just sprayed my nose with nasal spray and it takes a minute to like actually work, so I'm sorry if I sound sniffly. Alright, Watermelon Island, Cantaloupe Island, dice block. There we go, we're kind of back to normal. Cause like for like three boards in a row, I wanna say, I went first, and I'm like, this is uncharted territory for me. I never go first in these kinds of things. I need to... Like, I love these headphones. My one gripe is the cord is too long, and it is all over the place, and it gets tangled up really easy, and I haven't figured out a way to minimize it yet. I haven't figured that part out. Alright. There is Toad. He is over there on Cantaloupe Island. Yeah, over on, Cantaloupe Island, you have to plan out your weddings. You have to make sure you set a date, far in advance, because, as the name implies, you, cantaloupe. Yes, what an original joke I just made. Totally, no one's ever made a joke like that before. Oh, I guess Toad wants to elope. He'll go to Watermelon Island. Oh, goodness. Oh, I have to, that's right. Save every turn, message speed, fast. I still dislike how I have to do that every single time. Hello, Deltora. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And are you bonking me for the joke? I wouldn't be surprised. This way. This away. I had a feeling. Dun 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 dun. Well, I guess Toad can't elope anymore. So I know that's a classic joke, like the cantaloupe punchline or whatever, but like that was just like the first thing that popped into my mind when I saw Watermelon Island and Cantaloupe Island. I'm like, oh yes, the classic joke, you can't elope. Now we're going to bump our balls. Oh goodness, the classic. Oh no. How did that not? No, don't push me off. Go, bump the balls. Hello? This is not run around in circles time. Bam. No. Bam. Go away. I said go away. Why has no one gone away? Why is no? Not me! No! They bullied me. They 100% bullied me. Do you see that? Did you see that? They bullied me. And like I was trying to be, civil, but I got bullied into oblivion. Now they're gonna draw because no one's gonna earn any money from a draw, so that was just so rude. I got bullied for no reason. If they were just gonna end in a stalemate, then I got bullied for no reason. Which, you know, that's usually how things work. People get bullied for no reason all the time. So, yeah. I never did get bullied. I mean, yeah, you know, getting picked on from, like, different people, but, like, actual, like, you know, like, bullying, you know, getting ganged up on countlessly all day, every day. No, I never did that. Or, I never did that. Well, I was never a bully, but I never got bullied like that. Like, in fact, it was the opposite, because, like, if you're bullying someone, they're getting some kind of attention, right? Like, you're giving your victim attention, but, like, it's not good attention, not at all. But, like, I was often ignored, and, most people forgot I even existed. So... yeah, that was, my life. Hello, DA. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I also feel like I haven't played Mario Party 1 in a hot minute, either. I don't remember, was it? I may have done, like, a Peach's birthday cake a while back, because I knew it would be, like, a short thing to do. I can't remember. Doing great. I am also doing, I'd say, fairly okay. Not really great, not really bad either, just kind of in the middle. We're just existing. We are just existing currently in this current space-time. That's how it be. We just exist. Sorry, I have a couple, like, hangnails on my toes. Those are the worst. I was like, I'm just, like, sitting and chilling, and then I feel something poking my foot, and then it's just, like, a hangnail on my toe, and it's, like, really bothersome. So if I don't take care of it, it's really gonna bug me. Oh shoot, I'm in control here. That's wonderful. We love that for me. I sound so enthusiastic, can't you tell? Also, my sinuses are not agreeing with me right now, so I'm kind of just patiently waiting for my nasal spray to kick in. It's a slow process. It is a very slow process. So again, if I sound very sniffly, I apologize. I'm just existing. Yeah, we're just existing. All right, let's see. That one. Pretty sure it's that one. I would sure hope so. What? What? Where did I go wrong? What happened? I mean, I will gladly give my money to Luigi, but like, what happened? What went wrong? I swear it was that one. I kept my eye on it. I don't know, man. I don't know. My heart is broken right now. I'm just so heartbroken over, like, my eyes failing me. Ha! Take that, Mario. What? I'll try places with Peach. I mean, I'm past the star, but I'm right before Boo, so that helps. And I'm just already on this island, so that works. Dun 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 dun. Bam, bam, bam. Money, we have a chance to get lots of money. I say lots of money, but I have gotten games where I have gotten like a maximum of 10 coins. I am not in a fantastic spot, honestly. What's the timing on it? Not that. Not that. A little later. when it's like in front of Luigi. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, barely got it. Whee! So there's 10. That's a standard minigame win. There we go. What? I did. Excuse me. I did like the same timing I did the first time I got it, but you're like, no, you didn't get it that time. There we go. I think it's like between the two. Alright. Fuck it. Oh, come on. I didn't even get the coin. Rude. Rude. Oh well, I got a couple of chests, so it's fine. It's fine. 20. I got 20 monies. I mean, I do have a $20 bill in my wallet right now this minute. So I have like what, $25 in my wallet right now? So I haven't used any of it yet. So I usually use cash throughout the week. Tomorrow. I usually use cash throughout the week just to kind of keep the money in the bank in case like bills decide to come out. Cause like we have like a mix of like automatic payments and have to go to the place and like pay the bill. So like I'm sure a lot of people just like, oh, they just all automatically come out, so I don't have to worry about it. And it's like, okay. And also, I don't mind going out and going to the place to pay the bill. I also write checks, which I don't know if anybody my age writes checks anymore. I really have no idea. Because I remember... This is gonna show my age, probably. I remember when I was in school, third grade specifically, I remember learning how to write a check in third grade math class. I remember it being math class because we had to do something with like money equations or something. But yeah, I remember learning how to write a check in third grade. And it stuck with me. And I didn't have to write a check until like college, because when okay, good. Because when I got my own bank account, when I got my own bank account before going to college, we got a checking account with my own checks. So I had a checkbook and everything. No, I'm sorry. Oh, dang it. Rude. So yeah, I had like my own checkbook and everything, and the first check I've ever written for myself was to pay for a t-shirt for dance team in college, and I only had to write a check because I didn't have the cash. I didn't have the cash at the time, so yeah, that was the first check I'd ever written, and now I write checks almost regularly. So, yeah, but the latest check I wrote was Tuesday when I went to go pay a bill after stream. So, you're hungry? I don't know what you should eat. What is available to you? Like, my thought process when I try to figure out something to eat is like, do I want something I have here at home? And if the answer is yes, then I look at what we have. And sometimes I'm like, okay, what do we even have at home? So I look around, it's like nothing sounds good. Then it's like, do I even want to try and like leave the house to go get something to eat? If that answer is no, then it's like, I'm gonna deal with what I've got. It's a classic conundrum, really, of wanting something to eat, but like nothing at home sounds good. Yeah! I think I didn't have to face that conundrum last night for supper because, like, Allie wanted cereal for supper, which is totally fine. I'm totally cool with giving her cereal for supper, and so she had her Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which that is her favorite cereal right now. So she had that for supper, and then later I still had one in like frozen meal type things. I had like a country fried chicken type thing with like mashed potatoes and corn, and so that's what I cooked because I'm like, that sounds good. I haven't had that in a while because it's just been sitting in the freezer for a few weeks. So I'm like, you know what? Yes. So I cooked it, and it was actually really, really good. So, like, the chicken itself was really, really good, but, like, they really loaded me up on corn. But yeah, my usual is, like, you know, pop it in the microwave, you know, follow the instructions, but, like, if it says, like, 4.5 minutes, I up it by, like, 30 seconds, because I want to make sure it's cooked all the way. Oh no, that's not wonderful. Oh, thank you, Luigi. So I usually put it in just a touch longer. It also depends on your microwave, too. So then, when it's all done, after it's set up for like a couple minutes, I, you know, usually mix it up, and then I put a little salt and pepper on the chicken, and mashed potatoes, salt and pepper, the corn, salt and pepper, and just kind of mix it up, and then there we go. Sometimes I open my refrigerator knowing there's nothing in there. Same. Same. Oh, I open it and it's like, man, I'm sad there's nothing in here. And then I'm like opening everything else to see what even is here, knowing damn good and well there's like nothing for me. And then that's the point where I have to go to the store, and it's like, I don't want to leave. So I'll probably have to go to the store before too long to get another gallon of milk. Ooh, that went to me. Love that. Bam. And I get an extra 5 coins. Love it. So, I just don't like leaving home. I am very much a homebody. I am very much a homebody. So I do not like leaving home for like any reason. I like to just stay here. I like to just stay at home. So, and it's like, I wouldn't mind going out more if I had like reasons to go out more, other than like, oh, the typical, oh, gotta run errands, oh, gotta pick up my child from school, gotta take her to school, you know? Like, if there was like, oh, hey, I have some friends in town that, you know, want to hang out, then it's like, yeah, sure, we can hang out for a little bit, but I don't really have any friends near me at all. Like, I don't know people. I've lived here for 9.5 years. In the town I currently reside in. I've been here for 9.5 years, and I hardly know anybody. Which is so sad. Like, I didn't really start, like, talking to people, kind of, until Allie started school. Because she was, like, 4 months old when we moved here. So, yeah, until she, like, started, like, preschool and then, like, first grade. And it really wasn't until she, like, started, like, sports where I kind of started interacting with other kids as parents, you know, because that's usually how it goes. Although her first t-ball coach wasn't the greatest, I thought, in terms of, you know, Allie being coached herself, like the type of coaching that she needs. Her second t-ball coach, because they go by age, and it's a weird thing. Because it used to not be this way, but I know they changed it at some point. Like, I don't remember which was which. I don't. it's either girls softball age, the cutoff is the beginning of the year, and boys is in May? I don't remember exactly what the cutoffs are, but it was something like that. And with Allie's age, her birthday being in the summer, a lot of girls in her grade only play like 1 year together before one of them moves on. So like Allie had 2 years of T-ball and 2 years of coach pitch. Granted, like back when I was a child, when I was her age, coach pitch was 1st through 3rd grade. Like T-ball was like preschool, kindergarten, I think. And coach pitch for softball, because we had separate softball and like minor leagues and stuff. Boys and girls were separate because there were enough people that went out for the sport that, you know, we had like 4 or 5 teams for coach pitch, and it was 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade for coach pitch, and then junior softball was 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, and then the rec commission had fast pitch for 7th and 8th grade. But now it's all by like age, and yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. So, but Allie had her 2nd year of coach pitch this last year. So I think with her age, she's ready for like junior softball, I think. I haven't signed her. Oh God! I haven't signed her up for softball yet. Sign-ups are going on right now, but I have till the end of the month to sign her up, at least without the late fee. Oh no, Luigi! He got. I didn't want to win with Mario, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. He's like floating. Do you see that? But yeah, I have till the end of the month to get her signed up, so I think she's ready for like softball, and then she'll be like with like an all-girls team, because like here, T-ball and coach pitch are co-ed, and they only have like T-ball is just always co-ed, and then coach pitch is like if there's not enough girls for their own like league, then we'll just put them all together, and they've been put all together the last 2 years Allie did it. So coach pitch has been co-ed, and the way they work around that is the coaches pitch to the boys overhand and the girls underhand, probably to kind of get them ready for like more of what they'll do, because like baseball pitches are overhand, softball pitches are underhand, so it's, you know, just to get them used to it. So yeah, I think Allie's ready for softball, and like her coach last year was really, really good. Like he was a fantastic coach for her, and like that was what she needed, like that kind of coaching style, like perfect for what she needs. And I know like with coaches growing up, you get all like walks of, you know, all kinds of people, you know, like all walks of life essentially in the coaching world, I guess. And I know good coaches from bad coaches, just in the way that Allie gets treated. Well, I hit the stupid thing. So yeah, like Allie, just with the way she gets treated and what she learns and how she behaves too, that's how I know whether a coach is good or bad. Her first T-ball coach, mid, I say. I'd say she was pretty mid. Her second T-ball coach, really good. Really good. Loved the personality of the coach, and they worked with her pretty good. Her first coach pitch coach, I hated her. Like, if I was putting them on a tier list, like, this coach would be the bottom of the barrel. I did not like her at all. She just let the kids walk all over her. it really felt like she just did not want to coach at all, and all the kids kind of suffered. Like, I remember they were still having practices like during the season. Like, I don't mind like a practice after like the first game or like the first couple of games, but like they were still having practices like towards like the end of the season. And I remember there was a practice where we all got like our pictures, I think, and a lot of the kids were begging to go bat. And it's like, yeah, practice your batting, sure. But then, like, a lot of the kids were begging and begging and begging, like my kid included. But, like, I'm just, like, you know, watching. I'm, like, waiting until practice is over. Because, like, I'm not going to be the one to, you know, overtake the coach. Because, like, I don't want to be that kind of parent. But, man, I really wanted to say something. It's like, hey, like, tell the kids no. Because we need to get home. Like, practice started at, like, 6:30, I want to say. And they didn't get out of there till, like, 8 o'clock, 8:30 maybe. Like, yeah, it's summertime and the sun's still out, but, like, dude, you're not gonna keep kids for, like, 2.5 hours, or, like, 2 hours, you know? Like, when most practices last, like, an hour for little kids. You know, a 2-hour practice, save that for, like, high school, college. You know, those are, like, older kids, adults, you know? But, like, little kids? Little, like, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids? Or probably, like, 7, 8-year-olds? That's a no, man. Like, you don't do that. So, like, that... And, like, I was already having issues with, her coaching before that. But that really, like, solidified, like, I don't like her. She's not a good coach. Not a good coach. At least, you know, for that year and that team, she just wasn't a good coach. But her second year coach pitch, which was last year, she did very well with the coach that she had. And I was very appreciative of the things he taught her and how he handled all the kids and everything. So... Okay. I was like, how long is this going? How long are we going? Yay. I'm dancing. We're dancing. So, yeah. Like, I've had my fair share of coaches. And also, it's like, when you have, like, rec commission ball, I don't know how the process is with coaching and selecting your team. I don't know what the process is, at least nowadays. I know when my parents coached Little League back in the day, because, yeah, they were Little League coaches, and they were regarded as some of, like, the best coaches for the kids, because they focused on the fundamentals first, and not just pick the best kids to play the game. They actually taught kids how to play. So anyway, and I know when my parents, you know, coached, they did like a Little League draft. You know, they drafted the kids. And, you know, a lot of the time they, you know, a lot of like the quote unquote good people got picked by, you know, all these other hoity-toity, uppity baseball coaches, Little League coaches. And my parents were like, we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna pick these kids and we're gonna teach them how to play baseball. Because that's what Little League is. It's teaching you how to play the game. You know, so you can teach the fundamentals and build upon them. And I've had some good coaches growing up, and I've also had some pretty bad coaches. Or like coaches that like it just didn't really work. I know one of my parents' friends was one of my coaches for several different sports in several different years. So like he was always a good coach for me. I've had like a handful of other coaches where it's like, yes, I like you. You're good. But then there's like other coaches I've had that like just did not really gel well. I remember 5th grade. I want to say it was 5th grade, junior softball, because, and again, this is where I'm going back to, like, I don't know how, you know, how they pick teams, but, like, I was usually never on a team with, like, the super popular people. Uh-oh. We both have 1 star, so it's really... so it's really not a big deal. So yeah, I was never on a team with like the super duper popular people or like the popular kids. I was never on a team with them until my 5th grade softball team. And that was because the coach that I had, his daughter was one of the popular girls. And, like, he was a pretty good coach, but, like, just kind of in terms, like, it was kind of the weakest coach I had for, you know, throughout softball, maybe. I don't remember. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I was 10 years old. So, yeah, that was, like, the only time I'd ever really been on a team with, like, the popular girls. Well, actually, there was one 5th grade basketball, I think. There was one of the popular girls, and she was kind of snooty. She grew up to be kind of snooty, so yeah. We're bumping balls again? Okay. Da-bam. There she goes. There she goes. Eh. Oh, we almost could have had him. Sorry, I had to be a mom. I looked over in a different direction. That's why I went off the way I did. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like I was gonna win anyway. Now, if there was going to be a winner, I would want it to be Luigi. I would love for it to be Luigi. That's not what you do, Luigi. How could you? Don't do this to me. Push him off. Bump him off. Push him off. Bump it off. Rah, rah, rah. Kick him in a dishpan. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, Luigi! See, I said the magic words. Kick him in a dishpan. Woo, woo, woo. That was one of my favorite episodes of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Man, I love that show, but man, nightmare fuel. Gotta love that nightmare fuel. But Courage is great. Dun, 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 dun. I get to play a game by myself. Oh, I love that for me. I love it for me. Snock Block Tower. Alright. Okay. Whoop! And then... Oh. Ta-da! See? Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, when life gives you lemons. Bam, 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 bring. Oh, goodness. And sometimes it feels like life is giving you tons and tons of lemons. But you know... you know, I don't even know where I was going with that. I just know life gives you lemons sometimes. And it sucks when it does. Hello, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, it's kind of going back to my coaches growing up. Oh wow, that was bad. My goodness, what is happening to me? Yeah, my coaches growing up Like, I had good and bad coaches, you know. Some that actually, why was that a 91? I could not tell you why that was a 91, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. Like, I've had good coaches, I've had bad coaches. Some that really did not care. I would say, I don't know what the worst coach I ever had was. Like, 7th grade volleyball, didn't really care much for her. And then freshman softball. So I talked about that last week sometime, I think. I talked about it where, like, I got barely any playing time in softball, and then next year I, you know, barely any playing time on JV and shot up to starting varsity the next year. But then 7th grade volleyball, that was when it was the league tournament, and I was selected to be, you know, kind of, you know, on the bench in case, you know, they need extras. And then I got dropped because I apparently had a quote-unquote bad attitude in class, and they didn't even ask me about it. They just like, okay, well, nope, not anymore, and it was really stupid. So, yeah, that was 7th grade volleyball, and I got replaced by someone who, like, I was much better than. Also, okay, you know what? This is just gonna evolve into like, oh, my middle school coaches were kind of terrible, because middle school track, I had an issue with one of the coaches. Like, we have like different coaches for like throwing, running, you know, what have you. Let me see the map. Where's Morrow? He's down here. He can steal something, but he can go see Bowser. So, you know what? Screw it, because I can. And plus, that was originally my star anyway, because we traded. So, middle school track. This was 8th grade, I believe. And, they also did this thing. No, go away, bot. They did this thing where, you can challenge for spots, for meets. You can, challenge for spots in meets. And you can like challenge for like relay spots, spot in like the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash. You know, you can challenge for spots, and then you are, oh no, Luigi. You are like put into like a, you know, like a race to see who would have the better time, and then who would have the better time is the one who would get, you know, put into the meet. Or if you challenge for a spot in the relay, you would run that distance with all 4 of them, and if you beat any other times, you would get put in on the team, because like that's how they would, you know, select people. Have people, you know, want to do like, say, the 4x1, 4x100 meter relay, you know, where 4 people run 100 meters, which is like 1 full lap around track. Like they decide, and they probably just have like everyone like race and see. So like I've done relays because our first track meet was usually like not a league meet, but it was like kind of in with neighboring towns, and this town hosted did a throwers relay, which is where the throwers would get to run a relay, and they did like a throwers relay. They also did like a throwers 100-meter dash. So it was kind of a chance for the throwers to kind of do a little bit more, because like typical track and field events, throwers do everything first. All the field stuff goes first, and then it's all the running. And so it kind of gives throwers something to do after they're done throwing. And it was kind of fun. I did in middle school, both years, I did like the 100-meter dash, and then I did a 4x1. 7th grade year, I was like the first leg of the race, so I didn't have to worry about like catching the baton or anything. But the gal in front of me, I mean, I love her. She was one of my friends throughout school. She was just she was an extremely slow runner, and I don't hate her for this, but it was kind of tough to like slow down my pace so I didn't like trip over her or get out of the lane. And I remember tripping and falling, trying to slow down after I passed the baton to her. But then the next year, I was the second leg of the relay race, and apparently I like widened the gap by quite a bit. Cause like, I was a thrower, yes. But like, I wasn't like the other throwers, cause like, oh nice. Like, I wasn't like big or heavy set, you know? Like a lot of throwers that you see are just kind of in general. Like, but also again, body image issues at the time. I thought I was that size, you know? But anyway, whole different game here. But yeah, I was probably one of the fastest throwers that they had, maybe, I don't know. But, anyway, 8th grade year, kind of mid-season is when people kind of challenged for spots and everything, because I had, had seen some people talk to the coaches wanting to challenge for spots, and they got to do it. And I remember one track meet, I watched the girls 4x2, which is, each girl runs 200 meters instead of 100 meters. So, and I saw how they were all running, and I thought like, man, I think I could be a little bit faster, because like short sprints like that, it's, cool. Because like, again, like I'm a ball player, and like if I'm sprinting around the bases, like that's fine. Like short sprints and short bursts, I'm cool with. So I had seen that, and like the next practice available, I walked up to the coach who usually handles like the runners and stuff. I talked to her and I told her, hey, I would like to challenge for a spot in the 4x2, in the girls 4x2. And she said, all right, great. Let me, let's figure it out a time to do that. And that time never happened. I never got a chance to challenge for that spot. I don't know if, like, she just forgot, she didn't like me, all of the above. I don't know. I wasn't popular enough to do that? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what happened. So, yeah, I never got to challenge for that 4x2 spot. So, but I never did track and field again after that. So, because that was 8th grade. Not like Tessa, we fight them. Thanks, Del Toro. I appreciate you. I'll take it. But yeah, and yeah, the next year after that for spring sports, I went out for softball because softball is my favorite sport. And then I got treated like crap there. Because freshman year softball, we had 20 girls just on JV alone. And there's about like 15... I don't know how many were on varsity that year, but I do remember my freshman year, there were like 20 girls out for like JV alone. So, and the coach heavily favored all of the popular girls, all of the older girls, all the sophomores got more playing time than anything else. So, and also in the beginning, they're like, we need catchers. I'm like, I can catch. And that turned into like me being a catcher. And I'm like, I'm not a catcher. That is not my typical position. You are not gonna get, full utilization out of me if I'm stuck behind the plate because I'm not a catcher. Like, I can in a pinch, but like for my actual position and what I'm good at, no, that's not me. So I got stuck there, and then I mentioned something to the coach, and they're like, well, okay, you're not catcher anymore. And then I barely got any playing time on the field at all. Like, the first, full game I ever, played without getting subbed out, I was, designated hitter. I'm like, this is not meant for me. Like, you are underutilizing me a lot. And that was the year where I played first base for the first time. And, yeah, I can catch a ball. Because I can catch a ball, I can cover first. I was a pretty good first baseman, I thought. But my throwing arm was too strong to be stuck in first base. So it's like, I'm just, caught between a rock and a hard place. Freshman year. But then the next year, since it was senior loaded, my freshman year, softball at least, a lot of the ball players graduated, so it's like, okay, a lot of people went out. Like, the first, couple weeks is trying to figure out where to place everyone, varsity, JV, what have you. And there was one day where practice was over. Like, it was 5 o'clock, 5:15, and, because practice usually started at 4, and they go about an hour and a half, but, practice had ended, and coach was like, hey, you, and you, and I was one of them pointed to. It's like, let's stay behind, let's work with you guys a little bit more, and we were catching, pop flies in the outfield. And I didn't think anything of it. It's like, okay, cool, I get to do a little bit more, which, was cool. And then, when we got to pick uniforms, they went by grade, seniors got first pick, typically, right? And then it kind of went down. So I was a sophomore, so I was, waiting and waiting and waiting, but I was also, waiting for my turn to pick, because varsity went first. No, actually, I will spare Luigi. So yeah, seniors got to pick first, then juniors, then sophomores, then freshmen. And varsity picked first. Picked their jerseys first, even though they have separate jerseys, but just in, the spirit of it all. So seniors picked their jerseys, juniors picked theirs, and it was time for the sophomores to pick. And some of the girls that I would expect to play varsity picked their jerseys, and I'm just standing there waiting around. Then the coach nudges me and says, hey, pick your jersey. You're on varsity, pick your jersey. And I'm like, wait, what? So it was like a whiplash, Like, oh shit, I'm varsity now? What the hell? And not just varsity, starting varsity. I got to start in the outfield. I think they put me in right field first, but I was an outfielder. But then later that season I was center field because one of our girls got hurt that year. So, but that was a whole other thing. Yeah, starting varsity. So I went from barely any playing time because of a shitty coach who tried to get everyone to play, but they always just played the popular girls first. I went from barely any playing time freshman year on JV to starting varsity my sophomore year, which is just an insane jump, if you ask me, and it also shows the different coaching. So, if the coach only cared about playing the popular girls, I wouldn't have gotten any playing time. I wouldn't have been varsity sophomore year. So, yeah, I went from barely any playing time to starting varsity because the coach actually saw something in me and believed in me, and he was one of my favorite coaches. So, yeah. And then I was batting 6th in the lineup. I would bet 6th in the lineup, which is, you know, kind of bottom half, you know, give or take. Not like your strong batters, you know, which is fine. But then there were several games where the opportunity to lay down a bunt came up and coach would call the sign for it. And so I would lay down a perfectly good bunt every single time. That was early, yeah. And like one of the last games of the regular season sophomore year, dang it, I got moved up from 6th in the lineup to 2nd in the lineup. And I remember looking at the lineup before the start of that game and thinking, oh no, what happened? I'm not starting. And then I looked through the entirety of the lineup and noticed my name was 2nd in the lineup. I'm like, what? And coach must have seen my very confused expression and mentioned like, cause you can bunt. Duh. He said it like, you should have known this. Believe in yourself more, kid. So, and that was where I stayed for the rest of high school softball. Hello, Max. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So, yeah. Softball, man. I'm excited. I do miss it sometimes. And I know there's like co-ed slow pitch leagues and all that. And I see TikToks a lot of like people like playing, you know, slow pitch just to get back out there, you know. And I see like people like, oh, POV, you're like shortstop or third base or like outfield. And I'm like, oh, I miss this so much. You know, I just kind of reminisce. I just don't really have much opportunity to really like go out and do something with my life in ways, you know? And I wish I did. You know? Woke up late to feel like it's going fast. I feel you. I feel you there. So I didn't quite wake up like late. But like, we didn't need to wash Allie's hair this morning. Cause like we wash her hair like every other day. Her hair is fine for that. Cause like my hair I have to wash every day. Allie's hair is not so much. So we didn't need to wash her hair so like the mornings kind of go by a little bit faster, but I didn't really get out of bed till like a little after 7. And Allie still got to school by 7:45, so. See, look at that. And that's with getting Allie ready and Riley up and around, feed her breakfast, get her dressed. Where? Okay, I need to... There's Matt button. Okay. So, I understand hair washing struggles that it's long, yes. 10 coins. I don't make the rules. Actually, I do. I just set the boundary. But yeah, and especially like curly hair. Isn't your hair curly? I want to say your hair is curly, I think. I remember you mentioning something a while back, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, curly hair especially. It's a lot to take care of curly hair. It is a struggle. It is very much a struggle for curly hair. Like, I didn't get settled into like a really good hair routine until maybe like 2 years ago. Oh, I guessed. I just guessed. Insane. So, and I am due for a haircut. Vegito got a haircut over the weekend, last week. So, now I am due for one, probably. A lot of my problem is that my layers are grown out, and I need new layers in my hair, because I like layers in my hair. I know I've heard other people with curly hair be like, no layers. Layers are a no. Absolutely no layers. They create a very bad shape for my... What? What? hit the B button, for one, right when he raised the flag. I hit the damn B button, but no, I apparently raised the wrong flag, or didn't do it fast enough. Whatever, fuck you, Shy Guy. Anyway. So, but I like layers in my hair. That's how I can manage it the best. So I am probably just kind of probably just to reshape my layers, because I feel like lengthwise, it's not really that long. It's just my layers are so grown out, and I probably need to fix my bangs too, because my bangs always grew out weird, but I feel like I cut them different every time. Because I cut my own bangs, so, because I don't trust anybody else to do it, because like I know what I want, and I know how I want them styled, so that's why I do them myself. I had straightened it yesterday. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, it is fun to straighten curly hair every once in a while just to see how like long it really is. But I don't even remember when the last time I even had my hair straightened. I think a friend of mine did it. Oh my god, there's a stray coin bag there. Rude. I think a friend of mine did it like years ago. But also she was pregnant at the time and couldn't stand up for very long, so it was like half done, and it was thrown into a ponytail, which I really didn't like. If she said she was going to do something and then just ended up not doing it, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah. I do also remember sophomore year, back to sophomore year in high school. Lots of crazy things happened sophomore year. Dance team, we did for our homecoming routine, basketball dance team, just to kind of set the scene. Basketball dance team for our homecoming routine. It kind of helped convince the coach, like, hey, for homecoming, let's have, like, all of the girls, like, kind of come up with, like, a 30-second dance, and then we'll, like, splice it all together. And so that's what we did. And one of the girls came up with a song to, okay, sophomore year, this is, like, 2011. So, like, early 2011. So if we think back to, like, early 2011, what's a song that was, like, super duper annoying and catchy? If you thought Whip My Hair, yes, that is correct. By who? Willow Smith? Yes. I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and forth. Yes, that one. Couple of the girls came up with a dance for that one, and they were like, how about when we were coming up with like costuming and what to do with our hair, we're like, how about everyone straighten their hair? And this was like maybe a week and a half before the performance. So I was like, yeah, let's have everyone straighten their hair. For the normal people with like normal hair, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy for them, right? But me and this other girl who had naturally curly hair, and we had about the same hair type. It's like, okay, but at least we had enough enough time in advance to be like, all right, let's plan this out. So I enlisted the help of my mom to help straighten my hair. It was so long. It ended up being so long. Oh, man. Both mine and her hair, the other curly hair girl's hair. Oh, it was so long. It was so long. And we also, our necks hurt a little bit because it was a lot of hair flipping, neck whipping. Oh, man. Huh. I am also really, really sad the video from that homecoming performance my sophomore year is blurry and out of focus. I blame my sister for that one because she didn't pay attention to like the recording and never put it in focus before. So it's a little bit blurry, but you can still kind of see the dance. So all the other girls are like, what the fuck, who are you? Yeah, pretty much. Lots of reactions. Lots and lots of reactions. It was great. Where are we going? I'm just like mashing the button. That's fine. Alright. But yeah, that was a fun memory. I don't think I've ever had to straighten my hair for a dance performance after that. I don't think I've had to do that since. But it was, you know, it was homecoming. 22, okay. Yeah, it was homecoming. It was a big, important performance. So it's like, of course, we're gonna pull out all the stops. So that's what we did. I don't remember what we did junior year. I don't. And I don't think I have any recording for junior year homecoming. But I do know the seniors, like, took over. Because, my freshman year, our seniors and juniors kind of took care of everything. It was still kind of like the same concept. It was like a mashup of different songs that we did dances to freshman year. But then sophomore year, the girls themselves came up with a 30-second dance, and we all spliced it together. Same concept for junior year, except we had a bunch of seniors on the team, and they're like, seniors get to do it. Because there was this one girl that was like so bitchy. I hated her. Looking back on it, I hated her. I didn't really like her very much. Because we butt heads on a lot of different things. So yeah, we did that, but like I just put up with it because I'm like, I'm not a senior. But then my senior year, it's like everyone gets to do it. Like you can partner up with people to figure things out. You know, you could do it on your own. But I'm like, everyone gets to do it. Homecoming? How do I explain homecoming? Homecoming is like a kind of like a celebration of, you know, whatever. There's like kings and queens you get to pick out of your classmates. There's this whole thing like during football and basketball. Typically, like the biggest one is during football season. I don't even know how to really explain it. I just know it's a big deal in high school. Let's see if Google can help me. Let's see. What is homecoming in high school? Let's see, Google tells me in high school, homecoming is an annual tradition, usually in the fall, that celebrates school spirit and welcomes back alumni. Never heard that one before. It's a week-long event culminating in a football game and often including a parade, pep rallies, and a dance. The purpose is to foster a sense of community and pride within the school. That is what the AI overview tells me on Google. So there you go. Yeah, I remember we always had like a big, during football season, because football season was always bigger than basketball season. Which is stupid, because everyone cares about football and nothing about basketball. But anyway, we always did like a big parade down Main Street, and it was always really, really fun. And being on the golf team, girls golf was in the fall. Being on the golf team, we drove golf carts in the parade. It was really, really fun. And during the pep rally was usually, at least in my school, it was usually when the king got coronated, and we crowned the queen during the game, or before the game. Bam! Anyway, whew. Never had any of that in my schools? Dang. That's kind of crazy though, because I usually hear that from like people not from America. And you're American, Max, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, because you lived in like New York, Florida, and now you're in like Texas, right? That's what I remember. But yeah, I think that's the reason why it threw me off, because I usually get those questions from like people not from America. So, but it's like, how do I even explain homecoming? That's just a weird one to explain. And then it was following the game was usually like the homecoming dance. So, which I liked the dances, I liked going. I just didn't really care for prom much, but I did go my senior year because I got asked out in a way I felt I couldn't say no to, because the bro played me a song on the guitar and sang for me. So I feel like I couldn't say no, but it wasn't like a big grandiose gesture. It was more private and intimate. So I'm like, oh, I love this, you know? But then, like, looking back, I realized he just wanted a date to hang out with his senior friends, because he was a sophomore. But anyway, I still got to go, and it was fun. I still have my prom dress and my prom shoes. That doubled as my wedding shoes a few years later. I guess at NYC, there's so many schools that there really isn't a school community. I don't know. That sounds like something that would happen. I just go there, graduate, leave. Yep. Yep, pretty much. That seems like the typical high school experience. You go to school, you graduate, and never come back. Most people I know don't leave their towns. At least small town Kansas, it is very hard to leave. I am lucky enough to not live in my hometown anymore. 'Cause I don't want to live in my hometown. It sucks. My hometown kind of sucks. Even the current town I live in kind of sucks, and I would like to get out of here at some point, but yeah, at least when I graduated, I got to wear Converse. Because I chose to wear Converse, and a lot of girls were noticing my shoes, and they're like, oh dang, why didn't I think of that? I didn't want to wear heels. And I'm like, well, don't wear heels. I mean, I understand like wearing heels and dressing nice, but like I wore Converse because my dad wore Converse at his high school graduation back in 1975. So I think yesterday I said my dad graduated high school in 1975. Shows how old my parents were. Because my dad, him and his buddies were planning on wearing red Converse, but the school was like, you need to dress up and wear dress shoes and, you know, all this stuff. And my dad and his buddies were going to be like, no, we're going to wear our red Converse, our red sneakers. And, his buddies backed out, so my dad was the only one to wear his red Converse. If I had a pair of red Converse, I would do that to honor my dad, but I only had just a standard black pair. So I wore Converse to my graduation. I did a lot of cool things. Senior year was fun, and like high school overall, it was okay. Do I want to go back? No. There's like maybe like a handful of things that I would miss. I do miss kind of being on the dance team and like sports and activities, not school itself. Kind of the same way with college, even though like I went to a community college for 2 years. And community college is just glorified high school. Yeah, community college is just glorified high school, but like kind of the same thing. Like I made some pretty good friends in college. Dance team, first year anyway, was fun because that got overtaken by some pretty crappy coaches and I didn't really gel very well with them. One of them caused me a lot of mental anguish. Imagine that. But that's a sensitive subject for me, so I'm gonna stray away from that for a second. But still, yeah, first year of college was fun. Because the dance coach that we had first year of college, she was really, really fun. A lot of people called her a bitch. But she was nice to me. She was always nice to me. I didn't really have any problems with her, but that was a lot of teachers in college. I was like, oh my god, this teacher's such a bitch. This teacher is like so hard to learn under. This teacher sucks because they're mean. I personally never had any problems with these people because I actually sat and did my work like a good student. Because that's what I was there for, to learn, not to goof off. So, and one of those teachers that everyone called a hard ass became my advisor. And I loved her a lot. She was like my favorite teacher. Bad teachers and coaches always suck. Absolutely. Absolutely. And even like with Allie, you know, and her few coaches so far between baseball, softball, and basketball, I hit the button! It's fine. It's fine. They can have the win. She's had her fair share of good and bad coaches already, and it'll only expand from there. Because Allie's first T-ball coach was not really good, not really bad, just kind of in the middle. Second T-ball coach was really, really good. Her first pitch coach 2 years ago absolutely sucked. I hated her. She was a very bad coach. Bad coach in the way she just let the kids walk all over her. Like, the coach didn't make the decisions, the kids did, and that's not coaching. That is not coaching at all. Then her coach last year was a very good coach. And I wish all of her coaches would be like that one. And even like her basketball coaches. You know, I think I liked her basketball coach from last year a little bit better than this year, but she 2 years in a row, 2 for 2 on good basketball coaches, at least, so. Yeah, and that can also like make or break someone's love for a sport is good and bad coach. You know, all it takes is like one crappy coach to ruin a sport for someone. And that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart because I want to see these kids, you know, grow a love for sports. Because, like, I love sports. Sports are awesome. But yeah, sometimes all it takes is just one bad coach to ruin a game, ruin a sport for somebody. Can I? And yes, you can swing onto the vines. It's like my favorite thing. Can I get a vine swing into the finish? Yeah. So, yeah, like a bad teacher can like ruin like your favorite subject for you, just like a bad coach can ruin a sport for you. And again, that sucks to see. Because like sports are so much fun. They can be very, very fun, but sometimes it takes a coach to ruin it for you. Because if you're too lenient or too strict, that's just a no-go. You need a good balance. Because I've had coaches that are hard asses. Like, I've been yelled at by coaches. Sometimes coaches can be excessive when they yell, but when I got yelled at, it was because the coach cared. It was because the coach cared, and it's when they stop yelling at you is when you need to worry. Because when they stop yelling, that means they stopped caring. They're not gonna bother trying to teach you the lessons and how the game is played. So, the coach is yelling at you, it's typically a good thing because they care and they want you to do good. They want you to succeed. But when they stop yelling at you, it's they've kind of lost faith in you. That's kind of a good indicator. So, yeah. What turn are we on? Hold on. Okay, never mind. Probably after this turn, we will take our break, because it is past potato time. So I started a little later than normal. So I think after this turn, we will take our break. So I need to get up and stretch because my legs are hurting. Yeah, like if I could like go outside and like hang out with like friends or like just do some activities that I love doing, you know, I'd be a happy camper. Like I would love to go out and golf again because I haven't golfed in a long time. Like the last time I went golfing was March of 2017. So it has been 8 years since I've been golfing. And I love golfing too. Like, I'm not uppity rich kid golf. I'm more of like, go to like local tournaments, drink beer, and have fun. Even though I don't like beer, but you get the vibe, right? That's the kind of golf I love. You know, I love having fun. And, you know, having fun at like just like a local golf tournament. Like those are fun. Because my hometown golf course have had these tournaments. That was like the last time I went golfing too, was a hometown golf tournament. It was to raise money for one of the Christian schools, I think, in my hometown. But anyway. It was a 4-man scramble, and I was on a team with my dad, my brother, and my brother's friend. And like during these like local tournaments, you know, local tournament, they didn't really care much for like people thinking they're professionals or anything, because like it's either you bring your own beer, you know, BYOB, or like there's a beer cart driving around. It's like, hey, you can get, you know, a bottle of beer for like $2, $1 or $2. You know, beer cart be driving around the course asking people if they want beer. So like just more like laid back vibes, you know? I goofed, I said after this turn, but I think I got so used to going first. This is the first for me, haha, but anyway. So yeah, that's just the kind of vibe that fits me and how I want to, like, you know, play golf. Because, like, I don't care for the pros. I don't want to watch pros play golf. I don't want to do that. But, like, I'll go to, like, local tournaments and play. Because, like, I've done 3 or 4 couples tournaments with my dad. Because my mom couldn't like physically do it, but it was also like good like time to spend with my dad, you know, go golfing together, do this tournament together. So, because those are usually in like October, and I did, you know, a few. I think the last time, I don't remember if my in-laws or my mom watched Allie at the time, but I remember Allie was like just a baby and someone had to babysit her. Whee! So, but yeah, I've golfed with my dad. And yeah, it's just really, really fun. Anyway, I need to remember to pause. Remind me to pause. Because we need to take our break. Okay. We're good here. Alright. It's time to take our break. And it's time to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back, and it's a party for Mario Party. Hey, thank you for all the links, Johnny. Thank you. Alright, we're back. I can barely hear my TV because I turned the AC on during the break. I don't know if it picks up on the mic because it is very loud. It's very loud, and it's hard to hear things. So, now it shuts off. Wonderful. So I usually don't run the AC during stream unless it's like egregiously hot outside. But even then, I just kind of sit and tolerate it. I just kind of sit and tolerate it until like the break time. Because I know last year throughout the summer, I would turn it on like right before stream and then shut it off before I came to sit down. To like start, and then if it got real hot and stuffy in here, I would turn it back on during the break and let it cool down and get some airflow circulating, and then I would shut it off before coming to sit back down, and then there you go. But it kind of got a little stuffy in here, so that's really the thing. It just gets stuffy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I'm a dancer. I can only count to 8. 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 Because, you know, being a dancer, it's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you start back over at 1. Most, like, people who play in, like, concert band, pep band, any kind of instrument, it's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? But for dance, everything is an 8 count because most, like, music phrases are in, like, 2 measures, and most commonly music is in 4/4 time. So that's why it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know? Ah! I lost track of my rotations for a second. Okay. Yee! Go, 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 wee! No! Oh, we got hit once, it's fine. My shoulder hurts. I even stretched beforehand. I haven't control stick spun in a long time. That's okay, she lost 18 coins. Sucker. So, yeah. Most music is in 4/4 time. I say most music, like most pop songs are in 4/4 time. So, the more you know. So whenever you see like a C for your time signature, C is like common time, which is 4/4, which is like the most common time signature. So there's your music lesson for the day. So it's always interesting whenever I hear like pop music that is like not in 4/4 time, you know? So I like these like weird time signatures. Okay, so you know my Redeem, I'm a Mess, you know, that LeSseraphim song, Eve, Psyche, and the Bluebeard's Wife? Yeah, that's the song. The intro to that song, there's like a measure of 2/4 time right before the beat kicks in. Which is so crazy. Oh, we're skateboarding. I'm gonna lose though, because like with the hard computers, I always seem to lose this one. Oh well, it's fine. Excuse me. Hello, Collectadon. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, we're just going OG today. All right. I haven't played this one in a while. Whee! some other, I know with K-pop group The Boys, with their recent album and title track, VVV. That's their most recent title track. I did listen to that album that same day, and there is a song. What do you mean I won? What do you mean I won that? Excuse me? I literally just said right before I was going to lose because I never win this one with the hard AI. But I guess I won. Anyway. What's it called? Like Salty Love? Or It's Salty or something? Something salty. And that song is in 3/4 time. I know there is a Shiyun solo song. Shiyun of Dreamcatcher. She's got a solo song from... I don't remember what the name of the album itself was, but it's the one that Maison is the title track for, where they all had like solo songs. The song is called Entrancing, and that song is in 3/4 time. If you want to hear a title track that's in a different time signature, G-Friend with Apple, I believe it is in 6/8 time. So what a time signature is your top number is the beats per measure, and your bottom number is what note gets the beat. So like 4/4 time, right? Your bottom number is 4, so your quarter note gets the beat, which is why, and 4 is 4 beats per measure, so that's why it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, you know, or it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But like, there's also like 4/8 time, which is like, or like the 6/8 time is like, your 8th note gets the beat, because your 8 is on the bottom, and then on top is 6 beats per measure. So lots of like swing music. If it sounds kind of like swing music, like da 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 da, like that's swing music, and that's like 6/8 time. So G-Friend's Apple is in 6/8 time. So like the main melody is do 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 do, you know. Yeah, it's a good song. I recommend it. So I like when music does like the different time signatures. But like as a dancer, I love the 4/4 time, you know, you're common, because that's just easy for me to pick up. But like with music, I can pick up like rhythms and beats in 8 counts pretty easy. That's usually what I was pretty good at, is like catching the different like time signature changes, or when like yeah, it could be 4/4 time and like the measures are right, but like there could be like a broken up phrase in there where it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, then it kind of does a downbeat. You know, I can pick up on stuff like that, where most other dancers I've worked with haven't been able to do that. So it's just, and that's when like all the counts get all screwy, and I have to like recount things in my head, because like there was one dance that we learned, this is like in college, I think, and like the music did like this weird thing where there was like a measure, like kind of a half phrase, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then instead of going 5, 6, 7, 8, it just went back to 1, 2, 3, 4, because there was a big old downbeat, like the phrase of the song. But like they all counted it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, when it should have been counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and that always bugs me. That always bugs me. The worst song I've listened to? I don't know. I don't know. There are strange songs that I have listened to, but I don't know what really the worst one is. Oh, he got that crap. I wasn't going towards the middle. That's what the problem was. I tried. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, he ain't gonna make that. He doesn't have enough time. I think he gonna drown. I'm surprised, honestly. With the pivot there, I managed to get 2 of them in. Juju on that beat? I don't know. Didn't really care for it. Are you done with the potatoes? Okay, you eat. So, yeah, there's like wacky songs I've listened to. But I don't know. Maybe that was like objectively bad. Because like, music is subjective. Right? Because I like songs that a lot of people say are bad. Like, a lot of people say are bad, or they just don't like or hate. I mean, even between me and my husband, there are songs that he doesn't like that I do like, and vice versa. Granted, there are more songs that he hates that I like, but that's, you know, besides the point, because again, music is subjective. So, I don't even know what would the worst song I've listened to. I don't know. Because this is the person who likes Catalina by Orange Caramel, because that's a love it or hate it song, and I love it. Another one is, oh, my finger slipped. Oh no! Oh no. My finger slipped. And I could not recover. Zimzalabim by Red Velvet is one I have heard a lot of people strongly dislike. Oh, 40 coins. At least I can afford it. Yeah, Zimzalabim is a song that I've heard a lot of people like strongly dislike. I like the song. I mean, the song isn't without its critiques, because there's like parts of the song where I feel like, oh, they could have like pulled back on this instrumentation, or they could have like added stuff here. I lost 80 coins in one turn. Insane. I mean, Luigi's losing 70. Yeah, like, I like Zimzalabim overall. You know, I like a lot of Orange Caramel. I mean, there is a group called Ninja Sex Party where I have a good handful of songs. I listen to Starbomb as well. You know, there's a handful of songs that are like all wacky and weird, and it's like, alright, cool, I'm cool with that. Yeah. My copycat? Ooh! Na 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 chadam hana yo oh oh. Na na ta hindalama yo oh oh. Yeah, I like that song. That one's a good one too. I know you do, Riley. No! No! My goodness! Give me— No! No! End this madness! I think that was the longest round of Bombskip-Ball I have ever played. That was insane. It was insane. Don't know what it's about though. Well, take a look at the good old— Hold on, Riley. I'll get you out in a second. Orange Caramel, my copycat lyrics. It's essentially just kind of going through love, you know, in a way, I guess, just from the first couple stanzas here. because the chorus is do it like me, try to move my heart, play games with my heart tonight. The night is almost over, do it like me, and dance like me, you know. And I think the second verse here, I occasionally like to calculate it first, little by little. I make you confused and lost before you know it. You are my cute slave, my poor honey. It's like, you know, just like playing games with someone, you know, because you like them. Because, like, the whole music video is a whole bunch of, like, different kind of, like, picture games. Because, like, it has this whole, like, Where's Waldo motif, spot the difference. So it's just really artistic in a way. It's really good. Mario, because I can. 나처럼 해봐요. 눈앞에 흔들려봐요. Okay, Riley. Jackie Chan somewhere in there, so he probably tried to pretend to be an entire band at once. They're actually... Oh, shoot. There is a band. There is a boy group. JJCC. And, they are, formed under the management of Jackie Chan Group Korea. And I believe JJCC, when it's all, like, combined, it's Jackie Chan Joint Cultures, and it's JJCC. There is, like, maybe a song or two I have heard just kind of, passively that sound really, really cool. But yeah, there is a group managed under Jackie Chan Group Korea. So, yeah, there is an actual group. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's doing the limbo. Oh no, he lost. Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, I do recommend My Copycat by Orange Caramel. That's a really good song. The dance is really fun too. But I also know the whole dance to Catalina. Because I remember being in my dorm room and learning it. I learned Reina's parts. And Reina is the shortest one. The shortest one with kind of like the rounder face. Yeah, that's Reina, like the main vocal. That's Reina. I like her. She's like my bias in After School and Orange Caramel. Man, Cletus really fumbled the bag with Orange Caramel and After School. Wait. That looks good. They don't cover Kung Fu Fighting. I don't want to hear it. They wouldn't, I don't think. I don't know much about them. I've just seen them in a handful of K-pop videos. I don't know why that's a 93 when, like, I do everything correctly, it feels like. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. I'll figure it out. Alright, I need to go put Riley's stuff away, so I will be right back. And I'm back. Get settled in. Or at least settled back in. Welcome back, thank you, DA. Thank you. Alright. I'm on Team Peach again. Alright.
Ready? Go!
아주 nice.
Achu, nice! Whoa! Whoa, nice! Like, zoned in and focused. It didn't even phase me. Did not even phase me. I had to remember to breathe. Because I wasn't breathing. Usually it's I'm a mess. I mean, I mentioned that song earlier. Just kind of thinking about like weird time signatures. But I mean, yeah, it didn't even faze me. I was just like so focused on mashing the button and turning when I needed to turn. I didn't even see who, what, when, where, why. I just heard Aja Nice. And you know what? I'm not complaining about Aja Nice. I mean, I have my sound alerts for a reason. If I hated them, they wouldn't be sound alerts. So... So yeah. Jump scare from yesterday. Yeah, what was it? Maniac? I think it was Maniac. I think it was just like zoned out, and then I wasn't like paying attention to anything. Because sometimes like the sound alert has like a little bit of a delay from when it gets redeemed. So sometimes I'll see it as it happens, or like as like the notification for it pops up, but like the sound doesn't go off at the same time. So like I can like prepare myself for it. But that one yesterday was just like pure jump scare. Was it during a boss fight? Was it during Jahala? I can't remember. I don't remember. Mario Party? Maybe. I'm in trouble. Just dropped me right away. Okay, Riley. It was after you finished it? Okay. That seems right, because I remember being in that boss room.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 maniac.
Ping! Ping!
Maniac, Frankenstein처럼 걸어 maniac. Maniac.
Ha whoa! We don't want Christmas. Maniac! Trying to run a maniac. Ping! Ping! Double the get you maniac. Peter Sanchez, send a maniac. Maniac! Anyway. I turned it down and it still sounds kind of loud in my ear. I might have to turn it down a smidge more. Pasta's okay. Let's show that candy sassy. Let's turn it down just a smidge more. Updated. Awesome.
Did you turn it down?
I did just a little bit. It just sounded a little loud in my ears. Hey. But I don't know how loud it sounds on stream, so I think my ears versus on stream is two totally different things. Let's actually... How did it sound on stream? How did Maniac sound on stream just now? I will ask you. Because it sounds very loud in my ears, but what I hear in my ears doesn't always translate to on stream. So I will ask you, the chat. Loud and clear, not in an overbearing way. Okay, cool. I did turn down Maniac just slightly, just by another couple notches. So we'll do that. I should probably do more testing on certain things, but Luigi's really the only one I can steal from, because we all have no money anymore. We got no money. Okay, you can press again. Let's see. Oh, there is a hydrate in there. Alright, I'll grab this hydrate for you, DA, because I don't think I did that yet. Okay, Riley's getting a hydrate too. Alright. My laptop speakers, though, not sure how they sound on other devices. Okay. As long as they don't sound, like, super duper obnoxiously loud. But, like, they're all kind of loud anyway, so... Okay. But I also noticed yesterday going back through a VOD, Barrett sounded kind of quiet in comparison, so I might turn him up a little. No, he's up all the way, so I think that was just the sound thing. Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna turn Barrett up, and he's already all the way up. Yeah. Maybe it was just in comparison to my voice talking, because sometimes I sound loud, and I've been trying to figure out audio, because for some reason... Oh, I just moved, don't I? Yeah, I just moved. I was pressing A, like I needed to power my boat by pressing A. No, I don't need to do that. I just need to move. Okay, Riley. Yeah, Riley's playing a game. So I noticed something weird with the audio. I remember Del Toro made a comment of it, but like everything on like my side in terms of like seeing the audio bars move, everything like looks pretty normal. But then when I went back through the VOD and like listened to some stuff, it sounded really odd. And it was only like Wind Waker that was doing this specific problem. So, because I changed one thing in OBS for Wind Waker specifically. And then, twice, with 2 VODs now, it's been a weird audio problem. So I need to like figure out what the hell is happening. Do you know where Blue is? Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, she's working, I believe. I think she's working at her job today. I think she said yesterday she works, today and tomorrow. I mean, you can say hi, Max. He was here earlier, but I think he's streaming right now. I believe Max is streaming right now. Where? It's Bowser over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can hit a happening before then, right? I kind of want to try and get some money, but like, Bowser is 30 coins. So I need to earn like 30 coins so I can steal a star from somebody. DA says hi. Say hi. Say hi to chat. Say hi, chat. You don't need to say it? Okay. Alright, fine, Riley. Be that way. You silly. You silly. There's our question of the day. Any favorite Disney songs? I was scrolling on TikTok and someone was jamming out to a song I really liked from a Disney movie, and I was listening to it while setting up, so that's why it was on my brain. I'm like, oh, we're just gonna go with it. The song I was listening to was Bet on It from High School Musical 2. You know? I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I give it all I got, that. Yeah, that one. Where he's running around the golf course. You know, everybody's always talking at me. Everybody's trying to get in my head. I wanna listen to my own heart talking. I need to count on myself instead. Did you ever lose yourself to get what you want? Did you ever get on a ride and wanna get off? Did you ever push away the ones you should have held close? Did you ever let go? Did you ever not know? I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I give it all I got, that is my plan. When you find what I lost, you know you can. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Alright, we got a little carried away there. Anyway, You saved it? Okay, Riley. Riley saved it.
No, I sing it.
You sing it. Yes. You did sing it. Good job.
Thank you. Goodbye.
High five. Oh, you want this hand? High five?
No, this hand.
Yeah. Okay, get your hydrant.
Okay.
Anyway, I was very big into High School Musical when I was in middle school. And High School Musical 2 was my favorite. I liked the songs a lot. I mean, High School Musical 1 is just so iconic, you know? It's just, you know, we're all in this together. I say as I am flubbing the lyrics. But, oh, more basketball? Alright. Get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. I gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Perfect, right? No! No! Downtown, baby! Anyway. Also there's a stick to the status quo. That was one of my favorites. No. Stick to the stuff you know.
You want to do jingle?
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, did it not do it? Let me try. Let's try again.
Okay.
There it goes. Had to get the you win jingle in there for her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Okay.
I turned it off.
I mean, bop to the top. Now we're gonna bop to the top. Slip and slide and ride that rhythm. Yeah, I love that one. You know, breaking free. We're breaking, we're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. Yeah, classic. High School Musical 2. What time is it? Summertime. It's on vacation. I think of that every time school lets out. There's a I don't dance. I know you can. Not a chance. No. If I could do this, well, you can do that, but I don't dance. Also, dance and baseball. Hell yeah. That's me to a T. Right there. Even though High School Musical 2 came out before I tried out for the dance team and found out that I loved dancing. So it predicted my future. Especially with 7th grade, we had an assignment in English class where we had to write a letter to a celebrity and to see if we can get anything back, especially like an autograph picture. And I wrote to Lucas Graybiel, who played Ryan Evans in High School Musical. And he wrote back and sent me an autograph picture, which I can't find anywhere, and it makes me very upset that I can't find it anywhere. Because it was so exciting that he wrote back. It was so cool. So yeah, we brought like the autograph picture to our English teacher, who made like a photocopy of it and posted it on like her board of like different autograph pictures, which was so cool. It was such a cool assignment that we did. So yeah, and I didn't watch High School Musical 3 for the first time until like 2020. So we got like Disney Plus. I mean, we don't have it anymore, but like occasionally we'll like do like a month of Disney Plus, just like watch High School Musical if we got like the urge to watch it. Cause we watched it like a few months ago, like back in October maybe. But it was before we moved our furniture to where it is now, where our TV is on like the west wall. Because the TV used to be on the north side of our living room, but now it's on the west wall, and I think I like it best this way. Especially with a good big TV where I can like see anything and don't have to like walk up to it and like squint. Because a lot of modern games have such small text on the screen, and it's really hard to read. And it's like, oh, they expect everyone to have like a 3-monitor PC setup for all these games and expect everyone to be gaming at their desk. And it's like, well, I don't game at my desk. Most casual gamers don't. They just sit on the couch and chill. So, like, they don't really have, like, a whole 3-monitor PC desk setup, you know? So, a lot of these games, I feel like, really expect you to have one. You won. Good job, Riley. So, the biggest offender at the small text in recent times was Final Fantasy 16. That came out in like June 2023. And we had our TV at this like north corner of the wall, and our chairs were on the opposite side, and it was pretty far away. It was like 8 feet. So it was quite far from where we usually sat to play games, and we had to like sit so close to the TV just to be able to like read the damn text. So like the text in Final Fantasy 16 is just so tiny, and there's no option to change it. There's like nothing in the options to change the size of the text. That's what sucks. Everything is just so tiny and I hate it. You know what else I hate? Not having enough money to steal a star. Straight from Mario, he's the only one with money. Okay. Uh-huh. What do you press? Okay. Alright. So that's just kind of my personal feelings. On gaming nowadays, especially like modern consoles and like modern games and everything. Everything is just, all the text is so tiny, and a lot of games are like, everything has to be like realistic graphics. Everyone needs to have like this, again, like this 3, 4, 5 monitor PC setup to be able to play these games. You need like top of the line specs. And it's like, not everyone's gonna have that. You're really pushing away the casual gamer, and I think that's why Astro Bot won Game of the Year. Because I've seen clips of the game, so I've never played it myself. But it's, you know, very simple platformer, brings people like a nostalgic feeling. Because of you know, their childhood, and like it references a lot of old PlayStation games, and like it just feels whimsical and fun, and that's what is missing in today's times with a lot of different things like gaming, music. The whimsy is missing. You know, nothing has that magic anymore. Like games, music, movies. You know, everything just feels so lifeless and bland nowadays, and it really sucks. Cause like the question today has to do with like, you know, Disney music, but like just Disney in general has just gone down the drain for years and years and years. Like the new Snow White movie, like it got a worse rating than Dragon Ball Evolution, and that is an insane feat to accomplish. Something that is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution. I was crazy. Because Dragon Ball Evolution is regarded as like the worst movie of all time and the worst live action remake of all time. Or like live action adaptation or whatever it is. Okay, Radley. So.
Finish. I did it. No, I did it.
Good job, Riley. So, yeah, for like, and Snow White, the original animation from like the 1930s, was, it like saved Disney back in the day. And now it's a catalyst for its downfall, even though it was declining for years before this Snow White movie. And it was even like delayed too, because they posted like screenshots of something and fans were like, or like people were like, bro, what is this? This is not Snow White. And they backpedaled and had to like reshoot a bunch of different things too. So, yeah. And like I've seen reviews of it. I will not be going out to see that movie for lots of different reasons. One of them being, I just don't go out and see movies anymore. That's one of the biggest reasons. And two, I don't really care much for live action remakes. I don't. Nobody asks for them. And they also change so much from the original story, and not in a good way. Because, one of the things the reviews point out is, the change in Snow White's characterization. And she's like a completely different character. And it's like, I don't mind if you want your main female lead to be, you know, girl boss. But there comes to a point where not every female lead has to be a girl boss. And that's kind of where Disney has gone in a lot of their live action remakes. Like every single protag they've had is a girl boss. And it's like, you can only do girl boss so many times before it gets old. And also, it's very easy to fall into a trap of having all of your girl boss characters have no flaws. Because what makes characters great is the flaws and the depth and the growth they go through, you know? Even characters in media like Saitama from One Punch Man, like, you know, he beats everything in one punch, but like he goes through like this character arc of like, I want to find strong opponents who I can't beat in one punch, you know, because I'm like bored of being the strongest. This isn't any fun. You know, like there's like, you know, different character developments. Like you can have an overpowered character but still make them interesting. Good job, Riley. So it's like, girl boss, the girl boss archetype is so easy to have it fall into like the Mary Sue category. And your Mary Sue also parallel to Gary Stu, which is essentially you have a character who has no flaws, can do no wrong, doesn't go through any growth, and is just a badass. Badass in quotes. Let's do better on this one. And not have my finger slip. Mm-hmm. There we go. That was better. So, and like, just with like female protagonists and female characters, you can have diversity in your archetypes of characters. You can have more than just girl boss. You know, like, I am not an overly girly girl. You know? I mean, I'm a grown woman, yes, but like, I'm not a girly girl. You know? But I can appreciate good characters, even like feminine characters, like the super girly girls. You know, I can appreciate those characters in media because I can see like the growth they go through, you know, character development and the stories being told. You know, and like even in like the original Snow White, Snow White's power was in her femininity and her softness and her ability to like care about, you know, everything, you know. And like I've never even like seen the original Snow White, but like I know the story, you know. Like my favorite Disney princess, I would say kind of tied between Mulan and Belle. And like Mulan isn't even like technically a princess, but I love Mulan the movie, and I also really liked Beauty and the Beast. So those two are like my top two. And even in like Beauty and the Beast, Belle was considered an outcast because she did things that weren't necessarily girly. I think there's a pattern here with why I like these princesses. Or like, you know, not inherently like, oh, girly, but like she was beautiful, but it's like, oh, when she opens her mouth to speak, you know, then she would be such a doll if she didn't read those books all the time, you know, but like she loved reading and she didn't care what other people thought of her. And then Mulan, you know, is terrible at doing all the traditional girly women things. And but she cares about her family enough to try to replace her dad and stop him from going to fight in this war, so she goes in his stead disguised as a man. So, and she is tough as nails while still kind of, you know, keeping that, you know, feminine side to her, you know, like towards the end. Alright. Lose money. So, yeah, my two favorites are like Mulan and Belle. But also dynamic characters, right? Because like that's missing in a lot of media nowadays. It's like a lot of characters are just like one note. And I remember seeing something like Netflix had posted something with like a meeting they had or something, and then like they have to have shows that like just like explain all of the plot because like, oh, nobody pays attention anymore. And like that's stupid. Just have an engaging plot. You know, write better stories. Don't spell everything out. Just have an engaging plot. Not that hard. Like, I am an aspiring writer, so I try my best to have a good plot, to write good plots. And even like throughout the fanfiction readings we've done of, you know, all the stories I've written, even like the most recent ones, like, I thought the stories were good, you know, and I've been told like, hey, your stories are really good. Or it's like, man, these stories are amazing. So it's like, you know, it helps with the confidence, and I always feel inspired in ways. Okay. And even also promoting Royal Blue and her husband Gihan are writing are doing a webtoon called Crown of the Alchemist. It's on Webtoon. They've entered a contest as well that a lot of it's graded on audience engagement, so go check it out. Go check out Crown of the Alchemist. I should set up a command for that. That's awesome. I need to do that. I will do that after stream so we can have it for tomorrow. Oh, green team in the green boat. Go, Luigi, go. You got this. Oh no, Luigi! Oh, it's okay. I made the same mistake. It's fine. You have Brown Bear? Yeah. You couldn't remember Brown Bear's name? So, yeah. I know sometimes my opinions will probably differ from some other people, but like, I like dynamic characters, which is why I like wrestling. Wrestling has a lot of dynamic characters, but there are some characters that feel very one note, and it shows when your characters are all one note. I've always felt that way about Bianca Belair, but here lately there are sprinklings of a heel turn, potentially, or just some kind of character growth. We need something different from Bianca, I feel like. But like even after her, like the in-ring of the signing the contract for the triple threat Monday night, I'm like, oh, there's kind of shades of a Bianca I can get behind, you know? And like some of my favorite heel turns are the most justifiable ones, where like they turn into a bad guy, the crowd boos them, but like they're completely justified in their actions because they were good people until they had enough, or something happens in the story where it's like, what the hell is happening? Might as well just become a bad guy because, you know, everyone just loves you. You know, like Naomi's was justified. Liv's was justified. You're trying to rob me blind. Buddy, what are we doing? So, but also with like the justifiable heel turns, it goes into like, you know, character development and like different shades to characters. Alright, sorry about that. And I have failed to mention every single time Bowser has called us fat. I would like my money back, Mario, if you would, please. So, yeah, that's why I try my best to, like, write dynamic characters, you know? That's why a lot of people have had issues with specific characters. And here's the thing, here's a good test to see if a character, like a female character, is just a girl boss and nothing more. Swap their gender. Turn them into a man and see what happens. People would complain about certain characters that they were swapped into men, you know? So that's kind of the thing there. Hello, JT. You want a refund? What'd you pay for? You wanna say hi, JT?
Yeah, I can.
You say hi. Riley says hi. What'd you pay for that you want a refund for? I mean, there's a lot of things I want a refund for. Like, I would like a refund for my sanity. Haha! From downtown! Boom shakalaka! Skills, yo!
Finish.
I never played basketball past middle school. So I was on the dance team. Where did she go? Riley went somewhere. Riley! Hi. JT says hi. Oh, okay. But hello, JT. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I don't know if I did my spiel or not, but I did. There we go. You're predicting I will win? Thank you. Standard last 5 turns procedures. All red and blue spaces are doubled, and if you get 20 coins instead of 10 from Koopa Troopa. I think I kind of fumbled a tiny bit, but that's fine. Last 5 turns. Here we go. But yeah, I do my best to, when I like write my own stuff and my fan fictions and stuff, I try my best for like character development and good dynamics. I do my best because like I'm always interested in like good character development, you know. It's like I want to see characters struggle. Dang it! I want to see them struggle. That way. Because also with struggles, it's relatable. You know, there's that relatability. So you can have like that little bit of immersion. If everyone's like perfect all the time, where's the relatability? It's like singers or like music artists that sing about, oh, I have all this money, I have all this high-end brand luxury goods, and it's like, where's the relatability in that? you know? That's like, yeah, it's fun in ways, but like if that's all you ever sing about, then it's like, eh. That's my problem with like Lisa from Blackpink and Baby Monster. YG artists in general. All accepted in 1 to 2 charcuterie boards, that's fair. Gotcha. Yes, Riley? One more. Whee! I think that is fair compensation. Granted, I will probably only eat cheese and crackers, so be warned. I remember Thanksgiving at my husband's family's place. Because we had Thanksgiving at his aunt's house. And all I did was like eat cheese and crackers for a good bit of the afternoon. Yes, Riley. Yay! Ow, my shoulder hurts. So yeah, it better have good cheese and crackers if you want a good charcuterie board. I will eat. Or maybe like good chips and dip. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm just all over cheese and crackers. Cause hi, picky eater. Not surprising to anybody who knows I'm a picky eater. But I feel like you can't go wrong with cheese and crackers. Where? You have a kitty cat? Okay. Riley's got her kitty cat plushie that we happened to find buried in her toy box before we cleaned it out a few months ago, that had like a fuzzy blanket attached to it, and now she really loves it. You just put your blanket away though. You just had a nap, so. What are you doing, kid? You're playing the game? Okay, she's got a controller. She's good.
Finish.
She's good.
I won.
You won?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did win.
Did I even really say what my favorite Disney songs were? I just kind of went off on a tangent. Because I mentioned I listened to Bet on It. Came across it on TikTok and I listened to it while setting up for stream. I mean, that's one of my favorites because, like, High School Musical. Love it. There's the classics, I'll Make a Man Out of You. You know, anytime I hear the phrase, let's get down to business, I always think of Make a Man Out of You. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Ah! What happened? Toad is over here. Let's go that way. Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. That's a classic. Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast was a fun one. I watched it a lot as a kid, and my senior year we did a production of it. I do remember, this was like the afternoon, like the Friday afternoon show we did. Oh, why are we clumped up? Why are we clumped up? This is not a good. Alright, good.
Finish.
The gal that played Mrs. Potts froze on her vocal lines for Be Our Guest. And like, I tried to help her so bad, but it was in front of grade school kids, because like our productions for like high school, it's usually 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. So it's like a Friday afternoon at like 1 p.m. for the grade school kids who come over and watch it, and Friday night for everyone, and Saturday night. And it was the Friday afternoon one, so it was in front of grade school kids, and grade school kids are brutal, and they are a very tough audience to perform anything in front of, because when you're kids, really bad about it again. When you're kids, you know, all the teachers are like, you are not supposed to clap until the very end, or like the end of a scene, because like kids will go haywire over literally anything. And so like the teachers are trying so desperately to like rein it in, and you get like hardly any reactions out of kids because teachers are like so hardcore on them to like teach them to like not react to anything until like the very end, or like something cool happens. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Why? I don't know why it wasn't working that time. Yeah, kids are just a tough audience. Like grade school kids, like a big gigantic group of grade school kids that are there from school. You know, that's a tough audience to impress or perform in front of, rather. You can read it, Riley. Okay. Let's do. Okay. There you go, kiddo. I didn't realize this book was also in Spanish. Love that. No habla español. No habla español. So like if kids are there with like their families like during an evening performance, that's fun. But like a big group of kids for like an elementary school performance, it's a tough crowd. Because I performed plays in front of them, dance teams gone over there and performed for them a few times. It's just a tough crowd because like the teachers are like, you cannot clap until like at the end of the song, or like at the end of a scene, or like at the very end. Like you can't clap until the end. I need a 9 or a 10. That's a 7. I got a 7. I'm sad now. You couldn't have given me like a hidden block with Boo or something to steal Mario's star. Because I need 2 bonus stars and Mario cannot get 1 for me to win. That's my criteria for winning. Will it happen? I don't know. Don't know, couldn't tell you. Luigi's probably gonna steal from. Oh, steal from Mario. Yeah! Take his money! Rob him blind! So yeah, imagine like forgetting your lines in front of like a whole bunch of kids. Like I tried so hard to help her, you know, try to like give her like a couple lines. Cause like for the Be Our Guest, oh, it was so bad. It was so stupid. Because, the costuming wasn't great. Yeah, the costuming wasn't great, and, I had to be a dinner plate for the backup dancing, and, yeah, I tried so hard to help her. I tried so hard. But, I mean, she kind of got there again. But luckily, that was the only time she did that. So, but it was painful. Because small town production, small town anything, the only thing people care about is your last name and how popular you are. That's really all that people care about in a small town. So typecasting is definitely a thing in small towns, and the most popular people get the leading roles all the time. So I was never like super duper popular, but people knew me, especially after being on the dance team, because like I was like the best dancer that they had in high school. So yeah, I was originally casted as a wolf. Now it cannot be Mario. Anyone but Mario. Good. Good. That means I win. Yeah! It is Peach.
It is.
So I was casted as a wolf, which, you know, attack Maurice, Belle's dad in the beginning, and then then they attack Beast. Like, they go after Belle, and then Beast comes in and saves her, and he gets hurt and everything. I almost got thrown off the stage from the altercation, because someone had the idea of like, oh, hey, have Tessa jump on his back. And I got volunteered to do that. So I was like, alright, cool, that sounds like fun. You know, because I loved acting. It was fun. I wasn't like a theater kid, but it was fun to act and perform in plays. It was really fun. Oh, Peach. But yeah, I almost got thrown off the stage because like I got thrown a little too far, or like the guy who played Beast was a little too close to the edge of the stage and threw me off in such a way I almost like fell off the stage. Ow! Kude, ooh, nega, ooh, ow! Reminded of EXO. But yeah, I was a wolf. And then also, with being a wolf, I was also an extra, like a villager, or a dinner plate, or anywhere they needed me. Minigames, $3.95. Most held at one time, $129. Happenings. Ooh, oh, Peach had that by a long shot, so alright, we're good. I had nothing to worry about. Mario did have a lot of one-player games, a few chance times. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not me doing the Malamar dance. Oh, no change. Dang. You'd think no change would be just ×1? Because if you took all of my winnings, multiplied it by 0, you just took away all of my winnings. Because that's how math works. Like if you want to double my winnings, ×2. If you want it to have no change, ×1. If you want me to lose half of it, ×1/2 or ×0.5. Don't be like, oh, there's no change on a ×0, because that's just gonna take away all of my money. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. I did start a little late, and it is 4 o'clock. Riley's gonna end too. Yeah. I don't really think I had any speaking lines when we did Beauty and the Beast. I had no speaking lines when I did Bye Bye Birdie in sophomore year either. I had like one line in like the beginning song, and that was really it. Or like one of the beginning songs, and that was really it, because I played a teenager named Nancy who was talking about Hugo and Kim going steady. We are gonna end, let's see. Oh lord, JT, what's up? Let's see, what's today? Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We're gonna pop back into Wind Waker.
I want to say that, please.
I don't even know who's alive right now.
Don't know either.
Foxy's alive.
Or he is.
She.
She is.
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. We're gonna pop back into Wind Waker. Hopefully I can fix that weird audio thing. Maybe I'll change things back to the way they were, and maybe it'll fix it. I don't know. I'll troubleshoot with that. But with Wind Waker, we just finished the Wind Temple, and we are in essentially open waters, because we are in the Triforce Hunt part of the game, but there's like other side stuff we need to do and accomplish, so tomorrow is just gonna be how much stuff can we fit into 3.5 hours? That's gonna be the theme for tomorrow, because Fridays, Allie doesn't have her after school program, so I have to pick her up at 3:45, so, well, no, she's in her after school program right now. So let's see who is like, we rated Master Max is great. I mean, we can go raid Foxy Phoenix. We can go raid her. She's playing Minecraft right now. She's real sweet. I know she's streamed with Sylvia a few times, and that's how I know her, through Sylvia. Hey, Sushim. Oh, absolutely. It was fun just kind of sit and chat. And it was like, earlier today, I was I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of feeling a little bit down in a way where it's like, I didn't really feel like doing much of anything, but then it's like, I should probably sit and stream because that'll probably cheer me up a little bit, and it did. So, yay. Sometimes, like, if you don't feel up to it, you don't have to, like, do anything, or like, you don't have to, like, stream or anything, but sometimes if you just, like, push yourself to do it, it'll kind of change your mood, especially if you do something you really like doing. Raid message, please?
Yes.
We can do that. We can do raid message, please.
Raid message.
If I can spell raid correctly, that would be great. That is our raid message. If you are subbed to me, you can use my emotes. If you're not, use whatever emotes you want. Yeah, tomorrow will be Wind Waker. Monday... Yeah, Mondays are going to be kind of weird for the next couple of weeks. Because we're probably just going to do some, like, one-offs or something on Mondays until... we play Xenoblade X, because I'm waiting a couple weeks to let my husband get further into the story, so there is, like, no worry of overlapping him in the story, because I don't want to do that. Spelled rad. I spelled it Ryad instead of raid.
You said there's raid message.
So yeah, Mondays are going to be a little bit weird. Tuesday I'm going to hop into a Mario Party game I haven't played a whole lot of. It's a newer Mario Party that I haven't played a lot of, that I haven't played on the channel yet. So that's going to be fun. I would love to play more of it, so that's what we're going to do. And that'll take up Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we'll do Mario Party, and then Wednesdays and Fridays are Wind Waker. So... Alright, yeah, Mondays or whatever until Xenoblade, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Wind Waker, 100%. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.